Okay, as you can see, look, I got this beautiful, beautiful casserole dish. Now listen, people. Every woman, I don't care whether she's a good cook or not, anytime you can give her a beautiful casserole dish, hey, that's a check in your box. So I picked up this beautiful casserole dish at one of my local pottery stores. Just inexpensive. You know, we just want something nice. It's nice and heavyweight too. And I had shared on a video, I was at Joann's when I think the lady name was Melanie came up, and she was knitting dishcloths. And we started talking, and I gave her this idea. Now, I don't know if she ever did it because, you know, I just ran into it. That was, first time I was meeting. But I shared with her, and I thought, well, I'm going to share it with my YouTube friends too. How you can take this simple idea and make it into something that looks fantastic. So, let's start. Let's go through. First of all, I got this beautiful, let's see, can I do it like the like the television ladies do? I have this beautiful casserole dish. Now you can spend as much as, or as, you know, as little as you want. Walmart is fine, or Target, or I just got mine at one of the local pottery barn type places. Just, you know, they have them on sale all the time. Now, the next thing, look at this. Look at these beautiful, and I was telling her at the time, and I shared it on the video, when you go into your local supermarket, whatever the name is, usually if you look around the store, usually in the produce department, in the meat department, they always have recipe cards because they're interested in selling you something so that you'd go home and cook it and go, that was so good, I'm going to make it again, or I want to try it or tell my friends about it. So that's the whole idea. So look at these beautiful cards that I got. Now these particular cards came from Walmart. So I'm going to kind of go through them real quick. Here's one for acorn squash soup. That would be like your, your entree. You know, you're going to set up this meal. So you need some acorn squash soup. Let's lay that over here. Okay. Pineapple vegetable cheese ball. Nice snack. Little finger food. Oh, spinach, pear, and cranberry salad. Of course, you can always use a salad. Garlic roasted cauliflower mash. You know, that's the new mashed potato. For those that are watching carbs. This is tomato bean cups. I'm not a big fan of beans, but yeah, I try to eat them when I can. They just don't agree with me, if you know what I mean. Okay, moving right along. Green bean, I love. I am a green bean eater. This is green bean with bacon and almonds. Look at that. Cheesy broccoli and rice. Love broccoli. We eat a lot of broccoli in my house in all different kind of dishes. Garden eggplant bake. Ooh, I would love to taste that. Oh, here is vegetable pot pie. No, my husband, he's got to have some meat. Chicken or beef or something. So it'll be great as long as you say chicken vegetable pot pie. We eat a lot of salmon. This is Tuscan salmon. That looks great. Here is tilapia almondine. Oh my gosh. Oh, don't that look good. Sauteed shrimp and rice. That's good. We do a little shrimp dish every once in a while. Not that often because it's, you really don't fill you up for us, Crab cakes with garlic sauce. Oh, don't that look good. And of course, you have to round it out with a little dessert. How about cranberry shortbread squares? Kind of like strawberry, when you do the strawberry tart. That's what it looks like to me. And cheesecake with great compote. I don't know. That just sounds high-end. Oh, well. So, all right. So now we have a menu plan. We have an idea. And I'll show you some others in just a minute. But let's move on to the dish. All right, inside of the dish, well, guess what? We have our wonderful, wonderful variety of handmade dishcloths. And it was so funny, like everybody was making handmade dishcloths. Margaret had some beautiful handmade dishcloths with the baubles. I said, oh my gosh, look. And then before I knew it, Rochelle over at Queen's Yarn Boutique, she has just fallen in love with granny squares. Well, let me just show you what I do with my granny squares. These are my best dishcloths. They are just, I'm not a person, even though my hands are small, I don't like a little tiny dishcloth. I like something usable and nice and really, squishy. And this is just cotton. I'll go over all of that. And, just a little variegated yarn inside. And then I'm going to share with you how I put my little border on. But this is just a granny square. That's one. Okay. Then I have this luscious, look at this thing. Oh my word. This is cotton. And it is so thick. And it's just a plain garter knit stitch where you just knit every row. Cast on any amount of stitches watching TV and just knit till you think it's large enough. Bind off. So in the end, you're done. Okay, and last but not least, I always like to add a little decorative. A lot of people, when you give them the real beautiful stitch knitted dishcloths, a lot of them will say, oh, it's too pretty to use, and they won't use them. I only throw in one like this just to kind of accent the others. And here's one I just made up just to kind of accent this, to go with this black and white theme. And it's a beautiful berry stitch in the center. And it's out of just red cotton. It's really pretty, front and back. It's not very thick though because I only use one strand, but it is very decorative. So, now, for this red one I simply use, it was just cotton I already had. I did not buy anything. I have a lot. If some of you seen some of my first videos, you remember I gave you a room tour. I don't know how I got so much cotton. Because I used to do a lot of dishcloths back in the day. I don't do them much now, but, But I still have a lot of cotton. But this was just Lions, cotton, Lion brand cotton, I guess. And just some red. It's so old, I don't even know when I bought it or where I bought it. This is just plain cotton you get at Joann's or Michael's or the Hobby Lobby's cotton is a little nicer. This is just plain peaches and cream probably. And this black and white, sugar and cream too. And there's no name on it, but it was so pretty because the black and white caught my eye. And I just simply, like I said, I used 2 strands held together, cast on about 34, 36 stitches, and I knit every row. And it gave me this luscious, luscious dishcloth. So what do you think of that? And, like I say, if you check your stores, in another grocery store, just take a look at this real quick. Boston Butt. Look at that dish. Cranberries. Yukon Golden Potatoes. Oh, I picked this up at Publix. You know, the aprons. Look at this. Salmon. Beef chuck roast. Beef cube steak. Swordfish. And there are just more recipes. So what you do is, after you make your dish, like I said, if you start collecting your cards, you can go through. And I always get more than one. Just pick 2 or 3. And because they want you to distribute the cards, they want you to give them to people. That's why they have their name on there. And then that person will go to the store. And if they like the dish, they'll try something else. But you can, this will go very pretty in this casserole dish with your knit or crochet dishcloth. Well, what do you think about Jay's week before Christmas gift. Number 1. Because now I have number 2. Okay, so before we go to my next little gift idea that I have, I thought I would just show you how I put the edge on my granny square dishcloth. Now you don't have to, but a lot of times after you use it and it's, you know, it's wet or whatever, then it gets distorted. It gets all wonky. And so I always add this heavy little crochet edge, and it helps. It keeps its shape, wash after wash, all your kitchen use. So that's what I thought I'd do, is share my little crocheted edge. As you can see, this is the one that goes with my casserole dish, and it's white. You know, if you don't know the person's color, you know, white is just always appropriate. And so I got the large casserole dish, and I thought I'd bring out a lot of the white. Now, in my other samples, as you see, I'm making another whole group, and for someone else, and of course, she's more of a neutral tone, beige, taupe. So there's a little spice in the center. This is just one of those variegated. I have no idea what color. Like I said, these are old. I make them and then I put them up. I usually make the centers and just put them in plastic bags. And whenever I get a urge or need a gift or someone asks me for some, I kind of get an idea of their colors. And then I can just go around it with whatever, whether it's white or neutral like this one, natural, or yellow or blue. My friend Paula loves all things blue. So you see, I'd find something blue and white for her center, and then I'd probably do blue. It's just a nice little way of to share this little granny square dishcloth. You know, nothing fabulous, but I'm just, like I said, this is supposed to be for the last minute gifts if you need something real quick. And like most people can do a granny square. So let's get started. All right, here's the one I'm working on. Here's my cotton. And I don't get into, you know, you make whatever granny square you like. There's so many ways, and some people say, oh, you do this. I don't get into all that. Just make a granny square of your choice. And the center, like I said, I use just a variegated yarn, but you make up your own granny square. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to show you how I do the border. But on my granny square, I normally put 3 rows of this color, or variegated or color, and then I will do 4 rows of the natural white or yellow or whatever color goes with their house. All right, so I'm just coming up to this last row, and I'm just going to slip stitch over and slip stitch over again, and then I slip stitch over to this large space. I think we can all agree on that. Now, and by the way, I use a size 8 when I do my dishcloths. I used to use I or something, but it just gives a nice tighter weave, and it doesn't lose its shape. And so I had to make myself go down to an H. But now I'm happy with it, and that's what I use. So, all right, I've slip stitched over to this large space, and I chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Remember, we're just putting the edge. I'm just showing you how I put my edge. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Couldn't remember. Been so long since I've done one. Okay, so in this large space, I chain 3, and then I'm going to add 6 more double crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be 5. Let me just move my yarn here. Let's see, can I? 6 and 7. Let's just see if I count it correctly. Let's see. Starting with the chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I went 8. In some larger ones, I do go 8, but we'll just go with 7 here since I had 7 on the other ones, and this is a match. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops, nope, I did do 8. So just do a total of 8 double crochets, counting that chain 3. So now I have 8 in the corner. Does that make sense? There's 8 in the corner. All right. Gosh, I haven't done this in so long. I'm sorry. I have to think what I'm supposed to do. Oh, yeah. Okay, now go to the next space right here and single crochet. Just single crochet in the next space. All right, now chain 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, now 3 double crochets in that same space. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Get a little more yarn here. All right, go to the next large space. Single crochet and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Go to the next large space, single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 double crochets. I have a little problem here with my yarn, get my yarn out. Okay, 3 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 1 more makes 3. With the chain 3, it's a total of 4. 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next space in my granny square, single crochet. This yarn has been packed away a while, and so I guess I should have put it in a ball. All right, chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. 3 double crochets. Okay, go to our next space, single crochet. Already you can see the feel of it once you start. It starts to add a little weight to it, and like I said, and it doesn't let it get so distorted while you're using it. Chain 3, after you single crochet, chain 1, 2, 3. Now 3 double crochets in that same space. One more. Okay. Next space, single crochet. Now chain 1, 2, 3, 3 double crochets. One more. Now, that brings me to my corner. Okay, and I'm going to do exactly the same. I single crochet into that corner space, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Now I will add 7 more, which will make 8 total in this large space. Double crochets. Let's go. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 4. That's 5. You're going to have to push them around a little bit to get them in there. 6. One more. 7. Now with the chain 3, should be 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. There's the corner. Now I go to the next large space, single crochet, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 double crochets. 1, 2, Oops. This is 2 and 3. Okay, and you single crochet and chain 3 and continue around your whole. So see, it starts to bring it in line and give it a nice shape. Let me go to one that's finished, and you see now all the corners have the 8 double crochets in the corner. Both sides, I haven't done anything, but both sides will be nice and neat. It keeps its shape. It's not kind of wonky. And it's really, I mean, this is enough to hold on to. I don't like little tiny dishcloths. I want something to hold on to and to squeeze. And then look how pretty it goes back. Well, one gift down. 1 week before Christmas, and Jay's quick little casserole dishcloth